Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name's Molly and I'm a 5th grade teacher who helps teachers just like you start and grow your Teachers Pay Teacher store or your tutoring business and expand both of them to extra income in your life so that you can do things like go on a spring break trip or travel over the summer or pay off your car. In today's video, I'm going to break down for you the 5 things that I use every single time I sit down to create a Teachers Pay Teachers product that I absolutely could not live without. And this video idea came from my coaching client because she recently asked me about a few of the things that I use to make my life easier when I'm creating TPT products, and I thought I could share them with you as well. A little bit of background, I've had a TPT store since 2019, and when I first started, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. And that's why I'm so passionate about making videos here on my channel and helping people inside of my TPT course or my coaching clients, because I know from firsthand experience how hard it is to go back and fix 100 mistakes versus starting off on the right foot. And so knowing what I know now, I want to share these tips with you on all the things that I use in my tiny home office to make my life easier and a little bit smoother when I'm either creating a TPT product, editing a video for that product, taking photos, whatever it is. I'm going to give you those items today, and everything I talk about, I'll link below to my Amazon storefront. If I did not have the exact item, I found something very similar. The first tool that I want to mention is Canva. Now, that's not something I can physically show you in my office. It is a website to help create your Teachers Pay Teachers products. And a while back, I had a Canva versus PowerPoint YouTube video. So if you want to check that one out, because I know there are different ideas behind which one you should use, I've used both. And if you have Canva questions about what can you use legally, please go to Canva's terms of service and use, because they go through all of that. That's not something I'm ever going to go through here on this channel, but I do talk about the pros and cons of each in that other YouTube video, which I'll link below. I love Canva for a variety of reasons. Its ease of use, how you can duplicate things, how you can make your thumbnails and your cover and everything, and then it's all in one spot. And so you can easily search for the items that you've already created, and it really helps when you are making those product lines, which you know I talk about a ton here on the channel, to not reinvent the wheel, and you're just duplicating things that are similar and making products that are similar to save you time down the road. My next item is the computer that I use. Now, I have had both PCs and Macs, and it is my preference to have a Mac. I just like the ease of use. I like the security features in a Mac. And so currently I have a MacBook Pro. It is a few years old and it was expensive. I just went for the best, because at the time, that's how I was filming my YouTube videos. Now I have a Canon camera that I use for that, but the camera on the MacBook Pro is amazing and I highly recommend it. But I use it to do all of the things for my business. I don't have a desktop computer. I have this laptop. I will say it's right in front of me right now. It is cumbersome. It's heavier than a MacBook Air, a lot heavier. So do I think you need a MacBook Pro? No. A MacBook Air would work great. In fact, I bought my husband a MacBook Air for his birthday a couple years ago, and oftentimes I say, I'm so jealous of how lightweight yours is. However, mine has the biggest screen. So if I'm not using a dual monitor, I do like that I have a bigger screen, especially when it comes to TPT product creation. You've made products, you know how that goes. It's just easier if you can see everything on one screen. That being said, this alludes to my next item, is having a dual monitor. So I have an older Dell monitor. I got it during COVID when I taught 1st grade online from home. It was just so much easier for me to teach online if I could have the extra screen, so I could have the kids up but then my lesson on another screen. And what I found is that it's so much easier to create TPT products if I can have a couple screens up and work that way. Game changer. Not terribly expensive. You can always use an old monitor if you have one, if it plugs into your laptop. So you don't have to get the one I have. But again, I'll link everything below if you're interested to see like the sizing and what I actually own. Dell works great with the Apple, so it doesn't have to be an Apple or Mac extra monitor. This next item really has been a game changer for filming product videos for my TPT store. It is a thing that holds your cell phone, so you can put your phone in there. I have an iPhone 16 Plus, I think, so it's a bigger one. It fits the biggest iPhone, and it clamps to a desk. So then I can flip it around and I can film, or I can film with the camera up. It depends on what I'm trying to do, and have the product below. I'm moving my hands and showing how to manipulate the product. Game changer. This is especially one that my client just asked me about because she said that she was having her husband stand over the top of her on a chair and filming. And we've all done that before. And this was total game changer. I know I keep using that word, but it just made it so that I could do all the filming on my own. And likewise, I didn't have to rely on my husband to be home to help me. And you know, I'm really big on taking your Teachers Pay Teachers product all the way through the marketing pipeline. So once you've done the creation, before you've listed, you're taking photos, you're taking videos of it for the actual product listing. That's where people make the bigger bucks, is by showing off how the product looks. They've manipulated it in front of the audience, shown how to put it together, shown what it does. And the best way to do that is by filming yourself at home with a clamp on, I can't even think of what the word is, but it holds your phone so that you don't have to do this and have a shaky hand. And it works really well. I couldn't find this exact model on Amazon anymore, but I found one similar for you in a good price range. Okay, my next item is this timer. When I was at the Teachers Pay Teachers conference this summer, one of the speakers talked about how we don't always work smarter, we work harder. And so we get so distracted. And what if you only have, I don't know, 30 or 60 minutes a day? How can we maximize that time? And so she talked about having a visual timer to do that, so that she knows when she's sitting down to work on the blog post that goes with the TPT product, or she's got 10 thumbnails to figure out. She can get that done and have a focused task. And believe it or not, this really helps me do that. And I know how much time I have, and then I know how much time has gone by. I put my phone in airplane mode, which is also key, so I'm not distracted by notifications, and I can get my work done. And so this was on Amazon. I ordered it from the conference. Like that minute, my friend Naomi and I were sitting in this lecture, and I was like, got my phone out and ordered it, and it was home by the time I got home from the conference. So I recommend this one, and I do have the exact one linked down below. Okay, so those were my 5 things I recommend, but I wanted to add in the light kits that you likely saw in the video where I was showing you how my desk is set up and how I film products. Light kits have been essential. My office used to be a closet in our house, and so I don't have great lighting here, and you really need good lighting to show off your products so you don't have shadows, and it just looks so much better. So these light kits actually came from Amazon. I have 4 of them because I have 2 to 3 at any time when I'm filming a YouTube video, but at my station where I film my product videos, I always have the 2 on either side. Natural light would work really well too if you happen to have the right time of day, or you have really great windows, but I always find that there's shadows. So even the light kit could be like the next step for you if you are looking to film high quality pictures and videos for your products, which I definitely recommend. What are your favorite things to use in your TPT store that you have in your office or wherever you work on products? I'd love for you to share any ideas down below. For myself and for my audience, you might have some really great things that I didn't even think of. Those were the things that I could think of that I cannot live without, that make product creation hands down so much easier for me. I'm so appreciative that you watch these videos. Share it with a friend. Maybe they will find something from this video that could help them take their store to the next level. And that's always my hope for you, is to make more money, especially as we head into the new year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.